क्रैक द वेलनेस कोड फाउंडेशन में आपका स्वागत है। CWC, जिसे क्रैक द वेलनेस कोड के नाम से भी जाना जाता है, एक आंदोलन है जो 2018 में भारतीय प्रवासियों के बीच आधुनिक जीवन शैली से जुड़े विकारों को संबोधित करने के उद्देश्य से इंडिया कम्युनिटी सेंटर, सिलिकॉन वैली, USA के तत्वाधान में शुरू किया गया। भारत में जीवन शैली विकारों के बढ़ते प्रचलन को देखते हुए इस मुहिम को भारत में लाने की आवश्यकता महसूस की गई। इसी उद्देश्य से हमने 2020 में CWC इंडिया चैप्टर लॉन्च किया। आज माय क्रैक द वेलनेस कोड फाउंडेशन एक सेक्शन 8 पंजीकृत संस्था है जो वेलनेस क्रांति का नेतृत्व कर रही है। हमारा ध्यान 5 प्रमुख क्षेत्रों, बच्चों, युवाओं, महिलाओं, वर्कप्लेस और वरिष्ठ नागरिकों पर केंद्रित है। हमारी मुहिम का उद्देश्य आधुनिक जीवन शैली से उत्पन्न विकारों को दूर करने और स्वस्थ खुशहाल जीवन को प्रोत्साहित करने के लिए समुदायों को एजुकेट, इंस्पायर, एम्पावर, इम्पैक्ट मॉड्यूल के माध्यम से सशक्त बनाना। हमारे प्रमुख वर्टिकल्स हैं बच्चों के लिए वेलनेस कार्यक्रम। हमारे कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव स्कूल हेल्थ प्रोग्राम ने जयपुर, हापुड़ और अनूपशहर जैसे शहरों में 2000 से अधिक छात्रों, उनके परिजनों और शिक्षकों को वेलनेस के लिए प्रेरित किया है। इस प्रोग्राम के जनक और हमारे नॉलेज पार्टनर डॉक्टर राहुल मेहरा, जो कि यूनेस्को चेयर फॉर ग्लोबल हेल्थ एजुकेशन के भारत प्रतिनिधि है, के सहयोग से समग्र स्कूल वेलनेस के नए मानक स्थापित कर रहे हैं। यह तो बस शुरुआत है। हम हर साल इस प्रयास को और अधिक व्यापक बनाने के लिए प्रतिबद्ध हैं। युवाओं के लिए कार्य। हमारे वेलनेस कार्यक्रम युवाओं को तनाव, चिंता और हानिकारक जीवन शैली से उबरने में सहयोग कर रहे हैं। शीर्ष शैक्षणिक संस्थानों में आयोजित उच्च प्रभाव वाले कार्यक्रमों के माध्यम से हमने उनके एक स्वस्थ, खुशहाल और रोग मुक्त जीवन की ओर प्रेरित किया है। महिलाओं के लिए वेलनेस कार्यक्रम। महिलाओं के स्वास्थ्य और वेलनेस से जुड़े उन मुद्दों को संबोधित करना हमारा उद्देश्य है जो अक्सर अनदेखे रह जाते हैं। प्रमुख सामाजिक संगठनों के साझेदारी में हमने अब तक 2500 से अधिक महिलाओं तक अपनी बात पहुंचाई है। 2025 तक हमारा लक्ष्य 10,000 महिलाओं तक। वर्कप्लेस वेलनेस कार्यक्रम, डेस्कटॉप योगा और वेलनेस पेप टॉक जैसे सफल कार्यक्रम आयोजित, जिनमें 1200 से अधिक कर्मचारियों ने भाग लिया। 2025 में हम इस पहल को 5 अन्य संस्थानों तक विस्तारित करने की योजना बना रहे हैं। वरिष्ठ नागरिकों के लिए कार्यक्रम। हमने वृद्धाश्रमों के साथ साझेदारी कर कई उपयोगी कार्यक्रम आयोजित किए। हमारे मंच पे बहुत से मेगा इवेंट्स का हमने आयोजन किया। हर साल हम वेलनेस और समसामयिक विषयों को लेकर मंच तैयार करते हैं। हमारे वार्षिक मेगा इवेंट्स जैसे ग्लोबल हैप्पीनेस फोरम, आयुर्वेद 2.0 और वे टू फिट जैसे सफल कार्यक्रमों का आयोजन किया। इस साल बच्चों पर विशेष ध्यान केंद्रित करते हुए हम स्वस्थ बचपन, खुशहाल जीवन नामक एक परिवर्तनकारी पहल शुरू कर रहे हैं। इसका उद्देश्य स्कूली बच्चों को स्वस्थ और खुशहाल भविष्य की ओर प्रेरित करना है। हमने अब तक 100 से अधिक वेबिनार आयोजित किए हैं, जिनके माध्यम से हमने ऑफलाइन, ऑनलाइन और सोशल मीडिया के जरिए 15 लाख से अधिक लोगों तक अपनी बात पहुंचाई है। हमारे मंच पर डॉक्टर, डाइटिशियन, मनोवैज्ञानिक, फिजियोथेरेपिस्ट समेत 60 से अधिक विशेषज्ञ अपने विचार साझा कर चुके हैं। आइए आप भी इस वेलनेस मूवमेंट से जुड़े, वेलनेस का रहस्य खोलने के इस मिशन में हमारे साथ मिलकर एक स्वस्थ, खुशहाल भविष्य का निर्माण करें। आइए क्रैक द वेलनेस कोड का हिस्सा बने।
नमस्कार, आदाब, सत श्री अकाल। मैं हूं आपका होस्ट शरद कामरा। क्रैक द वेलनेस कोड के इस सत्र में आप सबका स्वागत है। क्रैक द वेलनेस कोड जैसे कि आपके अंदर जो भी चल रहा है शरीर के अंदर, मन के अंदर, और उसका सही तोड़ निकालना और आपको एक सही रास्ते पे डालना, यही हमारा लक्ष्य है और इसके लिए हम हमेशा प्रयासरत रहते हैं। आज का ये जो सत्र है, ये है इस नए साल का जो आगमन हुआ है। इस आगमन के साथ साथ क्या हम कुछ नए रेजोल्यूशन बनाएं, क्या हम ऐसा फिटनेस के लिए कुछ काम करें, उसके लिए हम आगे बढ़ेंगे। तो ऐसा सोचने की बात है। लेट्स इमेजिन दिस, अ हेल्दियर, स्ट्रॉन्गर एंड मोर वाइब्रेंट वर्जन ऑफ योरसेल्फ। नए साल में नई ऊर्जा हो आपके साथ, और उस नई ऊर्जा के साथ आप आगे बढ़े और अपने लक्ष्य को भी हासिल करें और अपनी सेहत का भी बहुत अच्छे से ख्याल रखें। सो लेट्स फेस रियलिटी टुडे। रियलिटी ये है कि फर्स्ट जनवरी में रेजोल्यूशन बनता है, और फरवरी आते आते वो कई बार धराशायी हो जाता है। तो ये कैसे ना हो, इसके लिए भी क्या कर सकते हैं, ये भी हमारे एक्सपर्ट्स आज आपको बताएंगे इसके बारे में। तो इमर्जिंग ट्रेंड्स क्या हैं, प्रैक्टिकल टिप्स क्या हैं, जिसके साथ हम आज की जीवन शैली के हिसाब से और आज के तकनीकी दौर में इस चीज को हम कैसे साथ लेकर चल सकते हैं टेक्नोलॉजी का यूज करते हुए, ये सब हम बहुत कुछ डिस्कस करेंगे, क्योंकि हमारे पास आज जो दो एक्सपर्ट्स हैं वो बहुत खास हैं। डॉक्टर वरुण प्रताप सिंह, जो हमारे इस फोरम पे नए नहीं हैं, बहुत बार आए हैं और वो तो हमारे साथ हैं ही। अगर मैं डॉक्टर वरुण प्रताप सिंह के बारे में बात करूं, तो ही इज अ डिस्टिंग्विश्ड फिटनेस एक्सपर्ट विद अ मास्टर्स इन फिजियोथेरेपी and MSc Physics and MSc in Osteopathy, and has certification from Australia and London in advanced physiotherapy techniques. His expertise lies in posture correction, injury prevention, movement optimization, and he has years of experience in helping individuals to stay active and pain free. Dr. Varun will share his insights into avoiding common mistakes in the fitness journey and harnessing emerging trends for your better results. So, वरुण, आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है इस फोरम पे। और आपके साथ जो हमारे जो हेल्थ हीरो हैं आज के, वो हैं जितेन गौतम। तो जितेन गौतम को भी अगर ऐड किया जाए स्क्रीन पे। यस, थैंक यू सो मच। जितेन जो है, ही इज अ मल्टीफेसेटेड पर्सनालिटी. He is an engineer, a management graduate, and a very passionate marathon runner. So, as CWC ambassador for fitness and a technology and a fitness enthusiast, also, his relentless drive for sports and integration of tech innovations into workouts, regular gym, and aerobic practice, that makes him a very inspiring health hero. And not to forget, marathons, not just nationally, internationally. जितेन विल बी शेयरिंग हिज इनसाइट्स इनटू हिज फिटनेस रेजिम। ये अपने जीवन शैली में क्या करते हैं इसके बारे में रोशनी डालेंगे। और टेक्नोलॉजिकल एड्स जो हैं आजकल, कौन से गैजेट्स, एप्स, क्या चीज हम अपनी रूटीन में, दिनचर्या में बड़ी आसानी से डाल सकते हैं, इसके बारे में हमको विस्तार से बताएंगे और प्रैक्टिकल टिप्स देंगे कि कैसे हम अपने सेहत का ध्यान रख भी सकते हैं, उसको मॉनिटर भी कर सकते हैं अच्छे से। सो आज का सेशन हम शुरुआत करते हैं। सबसे पहले हम चलेंगे हमारे एक्सपर्ट वरुण के पास। डॉक्टर वरुण, वेरी सिंपल क्वेश्चन। डॉक्टर वरुण को हाईलाइट किया जाए स्क्रीन पे। सो जितेन, आपका भी बहुत बहुत स्वागत।
थैंक यू सो
एंड
मच।
हम वरुण के साथ इस सत्र का पूरा शुभारंभ करते हैं। वी बिगिन दिस सेशन। सो दिस क्वेश्चन इज एक्चुअली फॉर बोथ एंड आई विल बी कमिंग वन ऑन वन। सो डॉक्टर वरुण, लेट्स फर्स्ट बिगिन विद योर पर्सनल फिटनेस रेजोल्यूशन फॉर 2025।
वेरी गुड मॉर्निंग टू ऑल और बहुत बहुत नमस्कार। आप सबका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। तो मैं इसका यही उत्तर देना चाहूंगा कि द resolutions are early to bed, early to rise. That's the first thing which is very important. Second, eat healthy. जितना आप अच्छे से खाएंगे उतना बेटर रहेंगे. Eat plenty, drink plenty of water, which is very much reduced nowadays. Then next is I should be able to walk 5 kilometers without feeling tired. That's my resolution. And the next is my joints and muscles should be pain free, and I should not feel tired after maybe 2 months from doing the exercises. So ये कुछ की पॉइंट्स हैं जो हमें ध्यान में रखने हैं। और उसमें हम यही कहना चाहेंगे, जैसे कि हम पहले पॉइंट की बात कर रहे थे, अर्ली टू बेड अर्ली टू राइज। आजकल के दौर में बहुत ज्यादा परेशानियां यही होती हैं कि हम बहुत ज्यादा लेट सोने के लिए जाते हैं और उससे हमारा एक रूटीन सेट नहीं हो पाता है। तो मैं सबसे पहले यही प्रयास कर रहा हूं कि मैं जितना जल्दी से जल्दी सो पाऊं और उससे फिर हम सुबह मॉर्निंग में उठ सकते हैं। मॉर्निंग में हमारी एनर्जीज भी बहुत अच्छी रहती हैं और हमारा एक्सरसाइज करने के लिए हमारा मेंटली भी हम बहुत साउंड होते हैं और वो हम अच्छे से कर पाएंगे उस वक्त। और जैसा कि योगा में भी कहा जाता है, उस टाइम हमारी सारी जो बैलेंसिंग एनर्जीज हैं वो सारी बैलेंस रहती है सुबह 4 से 6 बजे के बीच में। ये मेरा सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है। पानी पीने को लेकर के हमारे पास होता क्या है कि हम आजकल काम करते करते पानी पीना भूल जाते हैं, और कहीं ना कहीं जो फ्लूइड की क्वांटिटी है, चाहे वो जूसेस हो, वाटर हो, या कुछ और हो लिक्विड में, वो हम नहीं लेते। हाँ, जिस जिस पे हम ध्यान देते हैं वो है चाय और कॉफी, जो कि हमें अवॉइड करनी चाहिए, जो कहीं ना कहीं अगर ज्यादा मात्रा में ली जाती है तो वो नुकसान करती है, तो वो हमें अवॉइड करना चाहिए। प्लस पानी या फ्लूइड ज्यादा लेने से बॉडी के जो टिश्यूज हैं उनकी फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी बहुत अच्छे से मेंटेन रहती है, क्योंकि वो 70% जो हमारे कोलेजन या हमारे कनेक्टिव टिश्यू हैं वो फ्लूइड से बने होते हैं, तो वो बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है। उसके बाद हम अपने न्यूट्रिशन हैबिट्स की बात करें तो उसमें डेफिनेटली वी आर वेरी मच अवेयर कि हमें ग्रीन लीफी वेजिटेबल्स जितना हम ड्यूरिंग द डे ऐड कर सकते हैं, जो कि उसके अंदर हमारा क्लोरोफिल पार्ट होता है, जो हमारी बॉडी में कहीं ना कहीं मैग्नीशियम और फर्दर जो हमारे मिनरल्स होते हैं उसको ऐड करते हैं, और वो हमारी बॉडी को हेल्प करते हैं कि हमारी बॉडी पेन फ्री और मसल की टेंशन बेटर रहें और हम एनर्जी महसूस करें। उसके साथ साथ हमें फ्रूट्स की मात्रा भी, डिपेंडिंग अपॉन आपको कोई डिजीज ना हो, फ्रूट्स भी कहीं ना कहीं हम दिन में 1 या 2 फ्रूट या तो जूस की फॉर्म में या स्मूदीज की फॉर्म में, या जैसे डायरेक्टली होता है आप वैसे भी ले सकते हैं, वो भी कहीं ना कहीं आपको हेल्पफुल रहते हैं। उसके बाद जो मैंने आपको बताया कि होता क्या है कि हम किसी भी एज में रहें तो हम जब भी वॉक करना स्टार्ट करते हैं या रन करना स्टार्ट करते हैं तो हमें थकान बहुत जल्दी महसूस हो जाती है। उससे हमें यही पता चलता है कि हमारा कार्डियक सिस्टम और रेस्पिरेटरी यानी कि फेफड़े और दिल हमारा बहुत जल्दी थक जाता है, और हमें बहुत ज्यादा हाफना शुरू कर देते हैं। तो मैं यही टारगेट लेके चल रहा हूँ 2025 में कि मैं अगर मान लो 5 किलोमीटर भी चलूं तो उसके बाद मुझे ऐसा लगना चाहिए कि मैं अभी थका नहीं हूं, आई कैन डू मोर। और उससे आपको एक अलग सी एनर्जी महसूस होगी, अगली बार आप उससे ज्यादा करना चाहेंगे और ज्यादा हेल्दी भी महसूस करेंगे। ये कुछ छोटे छोटे से टारगेट हैं जो मैंने लेके चला हूं, और मैं चाहता हूं कि 2025 में हम उसको पूरा कर पाए।
Thank you so much, Dr. Varun. Wonderful. So, you talked about hydrating well, you talked about sleeping well, you talked about waking up and getting into action early in the morning. That's all wonderful. And finally, having a good, healthy diet. Yes, and good mobility in your joints. Wonderful. Thank you so much. So,
वेलकम।
चलते हैं हम जितेन के साथ. जितेन, as a
Yes.
health hero, I am sure you must be ready with what you have planned for the next year. So really keen and eager to know what have you planned for 2025.
Recently I planned up, to give up on SOS. So the SOS is like salt, oil, and sugar, right? So
Wow.
I can't reduce oil too much in my food. As you know, we are all Indians and we have some kind of oil, and not so much of salt I can reduce, but I'm taking the rock salt. But I literally give up on sugar, which is like added sugar. You can say white sugar or brown sugar or any kind of sugar in my, in my meals, basically. So it's a 100-day challenge that I have given myself. So that will be till like 31st of March. I started around 24th of December. So this is the first thing I have done, and I'm progressing on that. The second thing is that I'm focusing on is my mental wellness. Basically how to be, calm myself. I want to get into some kind of a meditation this year. Otherwise I'm, very mobile in terms of when it comes to the fitness and going to the gym, going to the runnings, going to the walks, going to the hiking. So all this mobility, but this year I'm planning to have some kind of a meditation techniques, to learn some meditation techniques. I recently went for a meditation camp in Banaras this year. So I'm hoping that I'll follow that this year also. And the third thing which I am planning is to add one more active hobby this year, basically. So I'm planning to get into the squash this year. So every year I, take up a new sport. Basically, last year I picked up football and I went it for like 2 years now. So now I'm, wanted to engage myself in some more activity. I don't want to lose football basically, but I want to, to explore more sports like squash, like hockey or something like that. So my give up on SOS and being into the mental wellness. And the third one is to adding a more active hobby, which is in a kind of sport which can give you a peace. That my resolution is for 2025. And in the when the year goes on, basically, I'll add 2 or 3 more. It all depends how my these 3 can go on, and then I can plan it more. Yeah.
Great, wonderful, excellent. Thank you so much, Jiten. So the mantra coming from Jiten for his wellness for the year 2025 is number 1, SOS, salt, oil, and sugar. Get it removed. Second is meditation, which takes care of mental wellness. And third is an active hobby. So wonderful combination. One is, related to diet and nutrition. Second is related to mental well-being. And third is related to activity orientation. Wonderful. Excellent combination. Thank you so much, Jiten. So सेशन को आगे बढ़ाते हैं और बात सबसे पहले गिरने की करते हैं, फेल होने की करते हैं, क्योंकि सबसे पहले डर लोगों के मन में जो भी सुन रहे हैं यही चलता है, यार वो सब तो ठीक है, लेकिन होता क्या है, इस साल भी ऐसा हुआ था, उस साल भी ऐसा हुआ था। तो पहले ही बात जिसकी करते हैं, फेल होते हैं तो क्यों होते हैं। सो डॉक्टर वरुण, व्हाट आर योर थॉट्स when you tell people, your clients, your patients कि भैया this is what you should be planning for next year, or this is what you should be planning for the forthcoming months for your recovery, whatever, and a lot of people falter. So what do you think, why people falter? Over to you,
मैं
Varun.
जनरल चीजें ही बताना चाहूंगा कि हमारे पास जब भी पेशेंट आते हैं कोई भी दर्द लेके, तो मैं उनके दर्द के बारे में जानता हूं, उनसे पूछता हूं कि आपको क्या परेशानी है। और जब कभी सॉल्यूशन की बात आती है तो उसमें डायरेक्टली एक ही आंसर मेरा सबसे पहले रहता है कि आपको जो पेन और परेशानी है उन सबका सॉल्यूशन एक ही है, वो है टू हैव अ एक्टिव लाइफस्टाइल। जब तक आप अपनी लाइफ को एक्टिव नहीं करेंगे आपकी प्रॉब्लम का सॉल्यूशन नहीं निकल सकता। आप बहुत सारे डॉक्टर्स विजिट कर सकते हैं, आप बहुत सारी दवाइयां खा सकते हैं, मल्टीविटामिन खा सकते हैं और बहुत सारी चीजें ऐसी कर सकते हैं, लेकिन द ओनली एंड ओनली सॉल्यूशन इज टू बी एक्टिव। तो उसके लिए सबसे पहली चीज जो मैं सजेस्ट करना चाहता हूं सबको, वो मैं कहता हूं कि आप वॉक करना स्टार्ट कीजिए। तो आप 5 मिनट या 10 मिनट, यानी कि पहले सबसे पहले, क्योंकि इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट वट एवर एज यू आर इन, तो आपको थोड़ा मुश्किल होता है कि जो बंदा कभी एक्सरसाइज नहीं करता, जो कभी वॉक नहीं करता, स्पेशली उनके लिए बहुत मुश्किल होता है। तो उसके लिए छोटे छोटे आपको गोल सेट करने पड़ते हैं। तो उस गोल में सबसे पहला, सेटिंग स्मॉलर गोल्स में सबसे पहला आता है कि आप बेबी स्टेप्स की तरह, जैसे हम पहले कहते हैं 5 मिनट वॉक कीजिए। और ये कई बार देखने को मिला है कि लोग कहते हैं हमारे पास वक्त नहीं है, चाहे वो आप कॉलेज में हो, आप ऑफिस में जाते हो, या आप रिटायर्ड हो, सबके पास से एक ही उत्तर हमें मिलता है, दैट यू डोंट हैव टाइम। सो सबसे पहला सजेशन मैं उनको यही कहता हूँ, 5 मिनट्स यू कैन टेक आउट फ्रॉम योर लाइफ, कि जितना आपका नॉर्मल 24 आवर्स है, आप 5 मिनट से शुरुआत कीजिए छोटे छोटे गोल्स के साथ। आप जनरल पीटी एक्सरसाइज जो आप स्कूल में करते थे, या मैं आपको कुछ एक्सरसाइजेस बता देता हूं जो जनरली बॉडी की रेंज ऑफ मोशन एक्सरसाइज होती हैं, स्ट्रेचिंग एक्सरसाइज होती है, वहां से स्टार्ट कीजिए। सिमिलरली 5 मिनट का मैं उनको वॉक से बोलता हूं कि आप 5 मिनट वॉक स्टार्ट कीजिए। जब ये हैबिट आपकी माइंड में चली जाती है और आपके ब्रेन में आप उसको समझने लग जाते हैं कि 5 मिनट मेक्स अ ह्यूज डिफरेंस टू योर लाइफ, तो आप ऑटोमेटिकली बहुत मोटिवेट हो जाते हैं कि भाई अब तो मैं 5 मिनट, वो बॉडी से इंटरनली यू फील इट कि मैं 5 की बजाय 10 मिनट कर सकता हूं। और इट हैज टू बी स्लो स्टडी। ऐसा नहीं है कि आप पहले दिन ही आधा घंटा वॉक करना स्टार्ट कर दें, अगले दिन आपको बॉडी में पेन होना स्टार्ट हो जाए एंड देन यू डोंट डू इट। सिमिलरली आज मैंने एक्सरसाइज की, कल किसी ना किसी कारण की वजह से या परसों किसी कारण की वजह से हम उसको कुछ दिन के बाद छोड़ देते हैं। सो ये सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है कि मेंटली अपने आप को स्ट्रांग करना। डेफिनेटली जैसे जितेन ने बोला कि मेडिटेशन करना या कंसंट्रेट करना कि नहीं मुझे ये करना ही है। जैसे घर में खाना खाते हैं, हम मित्रों से मिलने जाते हैं, रिश्तेदारों से मिलने जाते हैं, तो हमें होता है कि हमें जाना ही जाना है, कोई शादी अटेंड करनी है, फंक्शन अटेंड करना है, घूमने जाना है। जब वो सब चीजें हम कर सकते हैं क्योंकि उसमें हमारी विल है, विल हैज टू बी स्ट्रांग। ये हमारा की पॉइंट है। जब हम इसको बहुत स्ट्रांग करेंगे, कंसंट्रेट करेंगे एक ही दिशा में कि हमें हेल्दी रहना है, हेल्दी नहीं रहेंगे तो हमारी बॉडी फिजिकली इनएक्टिव होगी और बॉडी में डिजीजेस, चाहे वो डायबिटीज हो, ब्लड प्रेशर हो, जॉइंट पेन्स हो या कोई और इलनेस हो, वो सारी की सारी फिजिकल इनएक्टिविटी से ही शुरुआत होती है। सो उसमें यही है कि आप अपने टारगेट्स को स्मॉल स्मॉल छोटे छोटे टारगेट्स को लेकर के आगे बढ़े, और डेफिनेटली 2 से 3 हफ्ते के बाद आपको खुद अच्छा रियलाइज होगा, आप खुश महसूस करेंगे और आप फिर आगे बढ़ेंगे।
Great, wonderful, excellent. Thank you so much, Dr. Varun. So your learning is very simple. that it should be baby steps, and then you should plan your progression into health step by step. तो इसका मतलब ये हुआ, अक्सर जब लोग बहुत बड़े बड़े गोल सेट कर लेते हैं और बहुत बड़ा सोचते हैं और उसके ऊपर पूरा नहीं पढ़ पाते हैं फॉर सम challenges, and then they drop out, and the reasons could be both physical as well as mental. Right.
डेफिनेटली।
अंडरस्टूड दैट पॉइंट. सो अनरियलिस्टिक नहीं होने चाहिए गोल्स. बट ये जो गिरना और उठना, ये सब जो है एक हेल्थ हीरो के लाइफ में तो आया ही होता है शुरू शुरू के स्टेज में. तो जितेन, आप बताएं, वी नीड टू नो फ्रॉम यू दैट what has happened in your journey so far? How many times did you fail? And then नंबर नहीं याद होगा, कोई बात नहीं, लेकिन कैसे कैसे ऐसे इंसिडेंट्स कोई आपको याद हो कि आपने एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन किया हो, जैसे वरुण ने बताया कि जब अनरियलिस्टिक गोल्स होते हैं तो उनका धराशायी होने की संभावना बहुत बढ़ जाती है. सो व्हाट हैज बीन योर एक्सपीरियंस इन फुलफिलिंग एंड फेलिंग बोथ?
So yeah, I think Varun is right. So we should take baby step first. So whatever goal you are projecting for yourself, you have to be, very practical about it. So because I am professionally, I am an engineer basically. So I'll give you a application view of how things looks like in a personal way basically. So basically, जब आप कोई भी goal अपनी life में start करते हैं, either it comes to health or any of your professional activity or a personal activity, the first thing which makes a difference is keep track on things. So suppose if you decided to go for like 5-minute walk, as Varun said and you said, or a 10-minute walk, and then you are progressively increasing the walking hours or walking minutes. So you have to be, get it record in any way, either on your phone, either on your diary. So I started my journey with my fitness diary basically when I started back in 2015. So at that time when I started my journey, I was 110 kgs, and I started from walking because I don't have any knowledge about go to gym and how to lift weights and what is marathon and what is this and that. So I failed so many times. Most of the times I failed, like I don't want to go for a walk. It's very boring, again and again, again and doing the same thing. So what I did was, because I was very keen to lose my weight, so I was studying somewhere. So there is a research basically. So if you write anything which is on your mind, what you want to achieve, if you write it, there is a better probability to achieve it basically. Right. So if you write it, what you want to achieve. So I wrote that I want to be lose 10 kgs this year. So I lost around 10 kgs in 1.5 year, but not in 1 year basically. So I was losing 500 grams every month. So not drastically, because I know what I can't give up and I know what I can give up. Right. So you have to be very certain about what you can do this year and what you can do this much and that much. So yeah, and the second I failed around, I picked up a sport, badminton, basically. And I thought that I'll be excel in badminton in next 1.5 years. So I put up a goal in 2023. I went to stadium here in SMS Stadium. They have very good indoor badminton court. But my ankle twisted over there because I was playing with some professional. That was my first mistake that I did basically, and I twisted my ankle. But then I realized it took me to a bed basically for 1 month. I didn't went to any to play any sports basically, nor badminton, nor any. So I was regularly going to the gym. But after 1.5 month, I picked up a sport, football, basically. But I know badminton needs a very very fragile body, less muscle mass. I am have some muscle mass, so my movement is basically little bit slow than the badminton professionals basically. So I realized I can't pick up a sport which is like too much of mobility, which I realized myself. And that reality is that you have to be very certain about basically what you need and what you can achieve and what you can't achieve. So my suggestion is, so whatever you are setting your goal in, जो भी आप करना चाह रहे हैं अपनी लाइफ में प्रोफेशनली और पर्सनली रिगार्डिंग टू योर हेल्थ, just write it down each and everything. So what's your weight today? How much did you walk today? How much you go into the gym today? Which body part you have exercised today? Or if you have played some badminton or football, how much time you played on the field and how much time you sit it on the bench. So it will give you an insight that what's your body capabilities basically, and it will help you out eventually over the period of time. And try to read something about, which is clinically tested. So as CWC is known for, so we are basically organizations which says that which is everything which is proven, we are just adopting here in India basically. So read about the articles, how these things works and how your body works. And as CWC says, so crack your own wellness code basically. It's different for me basically, and it's different for you, right? It can't be the same. If I can run for like 5, 7, 10 kilometers without even taking a break, maybe it's not possible for you after 5 or 6 years of practice also. It's just the mental strength that you have to be into. So once you get the mental strength, everything is possible, nothing is impossible. So yeah, so that's my suggestion for the goal settings, which has to be realistic.
Great, wonderful, excellent. So, Jitin, this pokes me to ask another question to you. Basically, we've a lot of people, I believe, in this webinar will be also witness to your journey, basically. So, where did it all started happening? What was the turning point? From nowhere to a marathon runner. Can you just put little light on that? I think everyone would like to get excited and inspired by that.
So I was at my Mausi's place basically, and so we were visiting her in Agra. And at that time, where do I live in Jaipur? They don't have a weighing scale, and I didn't went to gym previously, so I never weighted myself because I never used to like my weight myself, because I know I'm getting fat, or getting no muscle and all carbs I'm eating, so I just avoid the weighing scales. But my sister was there with me, and she was weighing herself, and I was also very keen, and she says कि भैया please come, देखो आपका weight कितना है, मेरा weight तो इतना निकल के आया है, kind of. Then I waited on that weighing machine, and that was 110 kgs. तो मुझे लग रहा था कि वो उसमें वो था, नीडल वाला वेइंग स्केल था, तो मुझे लग रहा था कि वो जो नीडल है वो बाहर निकल के आ जाएगा, बिकॉज और मेरी हाइट थोड़ी काफी है, 6 फुट की, तो और वो इतना वेट था, वो 3 डिजिट में था, तो मुझे वो दिख भी नहीं रहा था। इट्स वेरी हार्ड टू, क्योंकि 2 डिजिट में होता था, वो 2 डिजिट में आपको बड़ा बड़ा दिखता है, वो 3 डिजिट में वो छोटा कर देते हैं, एंड इट वाज सो एम्बैरेसिंग, आई कांट टेल यू, with like in front of 10 people, and people are saying, oh my god, you're 110 kgs, why don't you do something about this and that. And that was the eye opener for me.
Mhm.
So when I reached Jaipur at that time, on the very next day I start walking. So that was the eye opening. So I think सबके लिए कहीं ना कहीं वो आई ओपनर होता है, बट वो आई ओपनर होने के बाद आप उसको कितना सीरियसली लेते हो, दैट ऑल्सो डिपेंड्स बेसिकली।
वेरी वैलिड पॉइंट। आई ओपनर हो गया, आई ओपन हो गई, अब उसको वापस बंद नहीं करना चाहिए, यू शुड स्टार्ट एक्टिंग ऑन इट। वेरी वैलिड पॉइंट। So, where did this episode of becoming a marathon runner started happening, and then how come it became infectious, contagious for you? One after the other, you were getting into marathons, half marathons.
So I'll tell you what happened over the period of time was कि, so suppose if you are into weighing weight, I was in weight loss journey basically, right? So you met those person who did already, right? So getting the tips from him, yeah, आपने कैसे किया, मुझे बताओ क्या खाना चाहिए, कहाँ से खाना चाहिए, कितना खाना चाहिए, क्यों खाना चाहिए, आप क्या यूज कर रहे हो, आपकी जर्नी कैसी रही। तो क्या होता है कि जब आप किसी जर्नी को आप जी रहे होते हो, या आप उस जर्नी को जीना चाहते हो, तो आप ऐसे ही लोगों से मिलते हो, राइट। और आप चाहते हो कि आपके आसपास ऐसे ही लोग रहें जो आपको आपकी जर्नी में सपोर्ट करें, राइट। नॉट लाइक दैट कि अगर मेरे को वेट लॉस करना है तो मैं वेट गेन वाले के साथ घूम रहा हूँ, जो मुझे शाम को दाल बाटी चूरमा खिला रहा है और सुबह मेरे को ब्रेकफास्ट में हैवी ब्रेकफास्ट करा रहा है, तो मैं उसके साथ रहना कभी पसंद नहीं करूंगा ऑनेस्टली, क्योंकि मुझे वेट लॉस करना है, राइट। तो जैसे जैसे आप लोगों से मिलते हो, देन यू कम टू नो, अच्छा देयर इज अ स्टेडियम आल्सो, ओ यू गो देयर स्टेडियम, अच्छा क्या करते हो आप वहाँ पे, बोले मैं बैडमिंटन खेलता हूँ, तो चलो तुम भी चलो बैडमिंटन खेलने, चलो भाई बैडमिंटन खेलने चलती है। लगा कि कुछ एक महीने में लगा कि हाँ यार कुछ वेट लॉस हुआ है, बिकॉज वंस यू प्ले बैडमिंटन फॉर लाइक हाफ एन आवर और 45 मिनट, you lose lot of fat. It's a fat burning exercise basically. You will be hell lot of sweat inside.
Yes, yes.
And after that, I went to the stadium. Basically, I meet those kind of people who are into wellness, who are into fitness. So some of the people I met, they're into the small marathons. And then I started with my 5 kilometer of a marathon. So the people who I'm accompanying with, in badminton, they are also a small marathon runner basically, because they don't have large muscle mass, so they can go for 5-10 kilometers very easily at that time. फिर जब मैंने वो शुरू किया तो फिर जब मैं खुद दौड़ता था तो मुझे दो चार और अपने साथ आगे पीछे कोई ना कोई दौड़ता हुआ मिलता था, फिर मैं उनसे बातचीत करता था. देन देयर इज अ मैराथन क्लब विच इज लाइक फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट. यू कैन गो देयर, रजिस्टर योरसेल्फ, एंड देन यू कैन every month they organize a small marathons like 10, 11 or 15 type kilometers. So मैंने वो ज्वाइन किया. फिर वो ज्वाइन किया तो फिर देन दे वेंट इनटू द फुल मैराथन. तो उन्होंने इंस्पायर किया कि चलो बॉम्बे चलेंगे, ये करेंगे. तो सब मिलके बॉम्बे गए. सो इट्स लाइक अ टीम एक्टिविटी बेसिकली. यू कांट बी इनटू अ स्पोर्ट अलोन. इट्स अ टीम एक्टिविटी, बट इट
Yes.
ऑल्सो डिपेंड्स अपॉन योर माइंडसेट कि आप लोगों का क्या माइंडसेट है और अब किन लोगों से आप उस माइंडसेट से निकल के आ रहे हैं.
So great, excellent. So Jiten, is you talked about team. You talk about working out together with friends. Being in a gym or in a marathon. So you are in a company of right people. Is it a factor for consistency that you have maintained also?
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
There is no doubt about it. So if you have like-minded people around you, they'll keep pushing you, and you
Okay.
will also push someone, because कि आपकी जर्नी कैसे रही है, तो अब मैं किसकी, इट्स लाइक अ गिव एंड टेक रिलेशनशिप. तो मेरे को
Right.
किसी ने दिया है तो मुझे भी आगे किसी को पास ऑन करना है बेसिकली.
Yes.
जब मुझे लगता है कि यार मैं इसकी अगर कहीं हेल्प कर सकता हूँ, तो मैं उसको बोलता हूँ यार मेरा नंबर ले, कॉल मी, व्हाट्सएप मी, कुछ हेल्प चाहिए तो बता. आई कैन गिव यू दिस कॉन्टेंट. चल आजा जिम में चलते हैं, चल आजा स्टेडियम चलते हैं, चल आजा स्क्वॉश खेलते हैं. ठीक, समथिंग लाइक दैट विच गिव्स हिम कंफर्ट, क्योंकि मेरी भी किसी ने मदद की थी तो मुझे भी किसी की मदद करनी है. दैट्स हाउ इट
That's
गोज.
fantastic. For the entire audience here, I would like to share with all of you what Jiten is talking about is actually the DNA of Crack the Wellness Code. हमारे बीच में हमारे चेयरमैन भी हैं इस समय और हमारे मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर भी हैं. चेयरमैन मिस्टर नरेन बख्शी and managing director wing commander VK Kala. They also have a health journey, and somewhere some point of time in their life they also got that entire support, and out of that support ecosystem what got born is a sustainable model of Crack the Wellness Code. And whether it is Jiten, whether it is Varun, whether it is myself, I mean, so many people in our community who are getting benefited from this movement. So thank you so much, Jiten, for all this. Let's get to Dr. Varun and get to listen his story.
So it is not very far away. Like, I'm just talking about last month, December only. So 15th of December.
Yes.
So when we are generally talking about, so हमारे केस में एक्सरसाइजेस तो होती रहती है, बिकॉज हम पेशेंट्स के साथ होते हैं, तो कहीं ना कहीं अपर लिम, लोअर लिम, सारी मसल स्ट्रेंथनिंग करवाते हैं, होती भी रहती है. सो एक जनरल रूटीन हमेशा से रहा है कि कभी वॉक कर लिया, कभी जनरल एक्सरसाइजेस कर ली, वो सब होता रहता है. सो अभी हुआ ये कि 15th, मेरे ख्याल से 20 तारीख के आसपास, सो आई वाज जस्ट आई डिसाइडेड कि माय वेट इज इंक्रीजिंग एंड आई शुड गो डाउनस्टेयर्स, एंड वहां पर पार्क भी है, सारे बैडमिंटन, स्क्वॉश, सारी चीजें वहां अवेलेबल है, स्विमिंग भी है. स्विमिंग में मैं बीच बीच में कर लिया करता था. सो ऑन दैट वेरी डे आई जस्ट वेंट डाउन एंड आई थॉट लाइक थोड़ा विंटर है, कोई बात नहीं, पर आई शुड स्टार्ट वॉकिंग. तो मैं वॉक करते करते मैंने कहा कि यहाँ पर जिम भी है, सो आई शुड गो ओवर देयर ओनली एंड सी. तो मैं वहां एक ही दिन वहां गया, तो जाकर के वहां पर हमारा ट्रेनर था, एंड ही इज जस्ट अबाउट 24 years old. तो मैं वहां पर जब गया तो लाइक उन्होंने कहा कि भैया आप क्या करना चाहते हैं. तो उन्होंने ही केम टू नो आई एम अ फिजियोथेरेपिस्ट, देन ही सेड लाइक आप क्या, मैं आपको क्या एक्सरसाइज सिखाऊंगा, आप ही मुझे एक्सरसाइज सिखा देंगे. मैंने कहा इट डज नॉट मैटर हियर, लाइक इफ आई एम कमिंग, यू आर माय गुरु, सो व्हाटएवर यू विल बी टेलिंग आई विल बी जस्ट फॉलोइंग ऑल दोस थिंग्स. सो वो करते करते डे 1 में, सो ही टोल्ड मी हिज स्टोरी. So he told me that he has got a rare disease जो कि मतलब यंगस्टर्स में 20 to 35 years के बीच में होती है, वो है एंक्लाइजिंग स्पॉन्डिलाइटिस. सो इट इज अ ऑटो इम्यून डिसऑर्डर जो HLA-B27 की वजह से होती है. एंड यू वुड नॉट बिलीव दैट कि उस एज में या उस डिजीज के साथ जब वो पेशेंट्स हमारे पास क्लिनिक में आते हैं, तो उनकी बैम्बू स्पाइन हो जाती है और उनके मल्टीपल जॉइंट इन्वॉल्वमेंट हो जाती है. तो जब वो हमारे पास पेशेंट्स आते हैं, तो वो हमारे पास बिल्कुल सीधे, एंड दे कैन नॉट मूव देयर नेक, नॉट इवन लाइक दिस, they cannot bend forward, मतलब the whole spine is like rigid like a bamboo. तो उनको एक्सरसाइज कराना बहुत मुश्किल होता है, क्योंकि वो ऐसे फेज में आ जाते हैं कि वो सेट हो जाता है और उसके बाद बोन्स भी आपस में जुड़ना स्टार्ट हो जाती हैं. तो ही टोल्ड मी भैया कि मुझे ये सेम प्रॉब्लम थी, एंड देन आई वेंट टू सेवरल डॉक्टर्स. और जाने के बाद मुझे कोई डॉक्टर कोई दवाई दे, दूसरा कुछ और मेरे को सजेस्ट कर दे, एंड देन आई एम इन सिवियर पेन, आई वाज इन सिवियर पेन ड्यूरिंग दैट टाइम. the only thing I came to know is like कि मुझे exercise करनी चाहिए, वो मुझे काफी सारे doctors ने कहा. So he told me like I made up my mind, and उस दिन से it took me about 2 years, and मैंने बहुत regular exercise की. और the day I started the exercises was that much painful that I cannot tell, because we can understand the patient come to us and in general phase they have got severe pain because body or joints stiff हो चुके होते हैं. So he has been doing those exercises, and the day I saw him was like he's completely fine. He's very active. He's doing gym. He has got a good body. He has got a good shape. He can run. He can jog. He can do everything. And he's training the people from the age of 20 to 80 years. So I saw the old age people also, the uncle and auntie of 70 years, 80 years, and they are doing exercise. So I was so shocked. Like, man, a person with that disease, those who comes to us and cannot do anything, and he is training the people. So that motivated me like anything, and it shook me up. And I told him like Ankit, I will be coming to gym regularly, and I'll be doing the conditioning exercises initially. And I felt so happy, like how can it be possible, with this disease the person is like completely pain free. So it was a news for me. So that took a turn, and it motivated me every day, even in the during the night, if I'm coming late from somewhere, and I'm waking up in between also. So in the morning, if even if I feel so lazy and not able to do the exercise in the morning, I then make motivated myself. No, see Ankit, he's coming every day, he's doing everything. So he is really a motivating source for me. And since then only, it is internally, as I told you, once it is there in your mind that you have to do. So when it starts coming to your mind, then definitely there is no way you have to look back, and it will go forward. And I have just made myself think like that, in coming 3 months I have to be consistent, regular in doing the exercises, whether I do small exercises or little bit high intensity exercise, but I have to be regular. So once even if wherever I go nowadays, I feel like yesterday I went to I was looking for a patient. So after that, I went to a huge park, and I did just like that only. I just, had a walk for 3 kilometers. So day before yesterday, I did exercises in the morning, and in the evening, I went back to the gym again, and I did the treadmill for 15 minutes. Even though, for those 2 days, my back and everything was hurting a lot because I did a lot of exercises. So see, this is the motivation when it comes. So all the time now I'm just looking after, no, no, wherever I get the chance, I have to do the exercises. Like, when you are foodie, so all the time you think about food. So now I'm thinking, every time I have to do the exercises. So this is the thing. So you have to find out, uh, a role model for you, which is very important. You have to find a buddy or a friend with you who can just be with you while you are doing the exercises or walk or running or jogging. So they can motivate you every time that no, you have to do it. Even if you are feeling low, if you are feeling happy, all the time they're supporting you. They are just giving you energy that you have to do it. So these things makes a difference in your mind. So just be motivated, and it is all in your mind, nothing else. Once you think, once you believe it, yes, you can do it, and definitely the good results will come.
Great, wonderful. Thank you so much, Dr. Varun. You brought really great insights into it, and the story that you shared is also, again, amazing. So the point to take home, as I understand, is that having a team, having a buddy, is very important. The same thing was said by Jiten also. So while journeys may be personal, goals may be personal, but then if you have right companionship, it can keep you consistent. Now that brings me to another question, which you talked about. Someone is in deep pain condition and still one is persisting and staying on with the movement. You are yourself a fitness expert and physiotherapist, so maybe you would want to put light on this thing. Where to draw the line? Pain is there, in the body, and you still want to, for the purpose of goal that you have set, you want to do something little more. You want to push yourself a little extra. Where to draw the line?
So this is the one important point whenever the patient comes to us. So we always tell you should be able to differentiate between a pain and discomfort.
Right.
So this is a major thing that, we always say that, I'm having shoulder pain, but when you're not aware, you don't know what is discomfort. तो आपको discomfort भी हो रहा है, then also you are saying pain. So what happens? Your brain take pain as a different entity. And when you tell your brain, even if it is pain, and you say that it is discomfort, the brain receives it in a different way. So that's the first thing that you must be aware. What is pain and what is discomfort? So what happens initially whenever you have got any joint, neck pain, back pain, or any other joint pain or knee pain. So initially what happens? So if somebody is not able to walk, for example, they are on bed for about 20 days, and you tell them that आपको ना अभी यहाँ से bathroom तक जाना है and you have to do this. So the moment they get down, they say, oh, I am having severe pain. So actually, your brain is perceiving that they are having severe pain. But if you say, no, you get up, you stand up, just you move a step ahead and go back, and you say to your brain, no, this is discomfort. So your brain says, okay, we can go ahead. So when we're talking about drawing the lines, so the point is the pain, because I'm not talking about discomfort. Discomfort, so initially, for example, you start you start walking for 15 minutes. So the initial thing after 5 minutes settle down in your body is you say it's a discomfort. The pain directly not comes. Pain generally comes with the injury. So if there is an injury, direct injury or indirect injury, or there is an inflammation in the joint, then the pain comes. But that to be initially, it is the discomfort which comes to your body. So you say, no, there is a discomfort, I can walk further. So 7 minutes. So there's a discomfort, I can walk further, 9 minutes. So by the time you're reaching 10 minutes, you might have severe pain. You say, no, I can't do it. This is hurting me. Okay, sit down. So what happens? The only thing is it is your body. Whenever you are just doing anything and your body says that you can do it, because definitely you have to push yourself for exercises, for walk, or for something else which is related to your fitness. So the body says ki, okay, you can do it. You do that much. Next day, for example, you have done 3 minutes. Next day you go for 4 minutes. Next day you go for 5 minutes. And then you continue for another 3-4 days, the same thing. If your body says, no, this is hurting and this is creating really a trouble. So in that situation, don't do it. Draw a line. And that to be, again, get consulted to your doctor, your physiotherapist, your orthopedician, your neurologist. So once you'll have a certification from them that this is this problem, so they will make your mind clear that even if you can ask them the question, if I walk for half an hour, so will it be causing a harm to us? They will say, no, it will not. The only thing is you have to create a stamina. You have to build up, a routine, and you do it and it will not create a problem. So you gradually progress from 5 minutes to 10, 15, 20, and 30. So with their consultation, with their prescription, you will be able to know and your mind would be clear. And then it comes to your mind and your body. So your body tells yourself, yes, how much you can do it. So if it is really hurting, then draw a line, don't do it, take rest, sit down, and then again get up and do those things. And moreover, I would like to tell you, drawing the line, the pain can be very much only in the situation if you have got some rare illnesses like some tuberculosis or something, HLA, B27, the ankylosing spondylitis or something else. So if these kinds of severe diseases which are generally not treatable and completely curable, so in that case the pain could be different. But if you are a general healthy individual, so I generally say push yourself for a minute or 2 minutes, and definitely again the next day you'll feel, no, I can do it a way better. So it has to be slow, steady progression. And if you still feel problems, consult. That's
Great.
the only solution.
Wonderful, excellent. So, Dr. Varun, this brings two another questions to my mind. I think audience would want to get to like to get enlightened on that. First is the common mistakes that people make. It's very important for people to know what is actually a mistake, on the path of fitness journey. Mistakes may be something like, say, for example, going on and off with their routine. Okay, people may come up with their own genuine reason, traveling, X, Y, Z, whatever could be the reason. And at times, this on and off really tires people. थक जाते हैं लोग, अरे यार कितनी बार शुरू करता हूँ, कितनी बार बंद होता है. So, what is the suggestion that you give to people? I understand a lot of people may be coming with such kind of mindset in front of you. So,
So
what do you
उसमें
suggest
my
them?
yeah, so my suggestion would be this. I'll just tell you two examples. The first thing is you visit a park, okay, or if you're a if you're regularly going to the gym or Pilates or yoga, you
Mhm.
go to your classes, you see at least few faces that comes regularly over there. Okay, so you just whenever you're going on and off, just see them. And when you see them, you feel it like, whether it is raining, whether it is sunlight, whether it is cold, whether it is summer, always they are coming it. So what do? You just sit with them, talk to them, that uncle or a person whosoever is there, talk to them that, how did you started, like, as we asked, like, Jiten about his journey. So you talk to them, and they will really motivate you in, they will tell their story to you, 1%, 2% or 3%. So कहीं ना कहीं अगर आप अपनी विलिंगनेस रखते हैं,
Mhm.
या अपने अंदर आपका माइंड में आपने सेट कर लिया है कि मुझे ये करना है. आप लाइफ में भी तो सारी चीजें करते हैं. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल कोई कहता है कि मुझे ग्रेजुएट करना है, इसमें इंजीनियरिंग करनी है या डॉक्टर बनना है या मुझे एमबीए करनी है या मुझे कैम्ब्रिज कॉलेज जाना है या कहीं भी जाना है, तो आप माइंड में वो सब चीजें बनाते हैं. वो क्यों बनाते हैं? वो इसीलिए बनाते हैं क्योंकि आपने दिल में ठान लिया है कि मुझे आईएएस बनना है, मुझे आईपीएस बनना है, या फिर मुझे ये एनजीओ का काम करना है, या मैं लोगों को सर्व करना है. तो आप अपने हार्ट और ब्रेन को सिंगली कनेक्ट कर लेते हैं कि मुझे करना है. सो व्हाई इट इज ऑलवेज एट द बैक स्टेप व्हेन यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट योर हेल्थ. हेल्थ के बगैर तो आप कुछ कर ही नहीं सकते. तो इनिशियली आपने उन सब चीजों के बारे में तो सोच लिया है, पर जो बॉडी, जो ब्रेन आपको वो सब काम करने के लिए आपको सपोर्ट कर रहा है, आपको पुश कर रहा है, और उसी की बदौलत आप सब कुछ कर पाते हैं. हेल्थ
Right.
वेल्थ सारी चीजें आप उसी से तो ले पाते हैं. तो उसको हम हमेशा पीछे क्यों रख देते हैं?
Very true.
मोरओवर एक एग्जांपल और भी बताना चाहूंगा. सो आई नो वन पर्सन, सो इट्स इन माय फैमिली ओनली. तो मैंने उनके बारे में जाना कि शी इज अ शूटर. तो उन्होंने, शी इज 70 नाउ, और मैंने उनकी स्टोरी के बारे में पता किया तो आई केम टू नो कि वेदर वो इंडिया में है, वो केरला में है, वो जम्मू कश्मीर में है, वो मॉरिशियस में है, वो अमेरिका में है, वो कनाडा में है, एक सिंपल रूटीन. वो जहां पर भी है, सुबह उठेंगी, उनका 45 मिनट्स वॉक करने का रूटीन इज फिक्स्ड. आप होटल में हैं, आप फ्रेंड्स के साथ हैं, आप मैरिज में हैं, आप कहीं पर भी हैं, क्योंकि उन्होंने वो रूटीन सेवरल ईयर्स तक अपने माइंड में उन्होंने स्ट्रिक्ट रूटीन सेट कर लिया कि मुझे 45 मिनट्स वॉक करना ही है. बारिश आएगी तो भी वॉक करना है, बारिश के बाद वॉक करेंगे, बारिश से पहले वॉक करेंगे, छाया में वॉक करेंगे, एक जगह खड़े होके वॉक करेंगे, क्योंकि आपने वो चीज अपने माइंड में बना ली. और जब
Fantastic.
तक उस चीज को स्ट्रांग विल्ड तरीके से आप नहीं बना सकते, क्योंकि वो पुश कहां से आएगा? अगेन वी डिस्कस कि आपका कोई फ्रेंड होना चाहिए, नहीं हो तो आपका कोई ट्रेनर होना चाहिए, नहीं हो आपका कोई मेंटर होना चाहिए, नहीं हो कोई आपका गोल होना चाहिए, और ये आपने कोई कम्युनिटी ज्वाइन कर लिया, या आपने कोई योगा ग्रुप ज्वाइन कर लिया, या ऑनलाइन योगा कर लिया है, तो वो सब चीजें कहीं ना कहीं आपको पुश करती है कि नहीं, हमें जाना है, हमें करना है. और वो जब आपके हार्ट में आ जाएगा, तो आपकी डिस्ट्रैक्शन सारी खत्म हो जाएंगी. पर इट हैज टू कम इन योर माइंड. आप उन लोगों से बात कीजिए, क्योंकि मैं ऐसे लोगों को बहुत को देखता हूँ जो पार्क में, जिम में, वहां रेगुलर वो आप हमेशा देखेंगे, और वो ज्यादातर मजे की बात है, दे आर 50 अबव. यंगस्टर्स आपको नहीं मिलेंगे, दे आर 50 अबव एंड दे आर रेगुलरली डूइंग इट. चाहे वो 4 लोग हैं, पर वो करते हमेशा.
That's a
एंड जो
wonderful point to learn from, inspired from your story. What comes out is that no matter what, so first you take things as a challenge and then it gets into you as a system, basically. So that's
डेफिनेटली,
a wonderful thing. There is one question that, was there that would have actually come that you answered yourself, that no matter whether you're traveling, you're anywhere, if you set a fitness regime, you need to follow it. Change of place should not lead to change of your mind.
राइट.
Right. Wonderful. Excellent. Good, valid point. So, looking forward, Dr. Varun, we would like to know. I think you're keeping yourself abreast of all the new developments around into this segment. So, what according to you is trending now in terms of fitness amongst people? What is that people are finding more exciting? Maybe that would interest the audience a lot.
आजकल बहुत कॉमन चला हुआ है कि आप जिसको भी देखो तो वो कहीं ना कहीं वॉच पहन के जाते हैं, एप्पल वॉच हो, जनरल वॉच दैट टेल्स अबाउट योर ब्लड प्रेशर, नंबर ऑफ स्टेप्स, हार्ट रेट एंड ऑल दोस थिंग्स। आज इतना कॉमन ट्रेंड है कि पीपल फील हैप्पी अबाउट इट। तो मैंने काफी सारे लोगों को, इवन आवर पेशेंट्स कम्स टू अस, और वो सब कहते हैं कि आज मैंने इतने स्टेप्स चला, और या मैं पिछले 6 महीने से इतना चल रहा हूँ, एंड यू सी आई एम जस्ट सो हैप्पी। कहीं ना कहीं वो उनके लिए एक इंटरनल मोटिवेटर का सोर्स का काम करता है। वॉच के अलावा कई बार आजकल एप्स आई हुई हैं काफी सारी, जहां पर लोग जाते हैं और उस एप्स में कुछ एक्सरसाइजेस के फिट रूटीन, रिजीम, वर्कआउट प्लान सब फिक्स्ड है। मान लीजिए आप अपनी डिटेल्स, एज, वेट, बीएमआई, वो सब निकाल के जब डालते हैं तो उसमें आपके लिए कुछ प्री प्लान प्रोग्राम्स भी होते हैं। तो कहीं ना कहीं, अगर मान लीजिए अगर हमने बात करी कि आप अपना कोई अपने स्पोर्ट्स रूटीन का या नॉर्मल रूटीन का, एक्सरसाइज फिटनेस रूटीन का कोई फ्रेंड या बडी आपका नहीं है, तो ये दूसरा सोर्स होता है जहां वो आपको बहुत ज्यादा मोटिवेट करता है। एंड प्लस वहां पर सब चीजें फिक्स्ड हैं, और कहीं ना कहीं वो एक बायो फीडबैक का काम करता है कि आज मैंने इतना चला, तो आप कल जाके वेइंग स्केल पे देखोगे शायद आपका 100 ग्राम वेट लूज हो 5 दिन के बाद या 7 दिन के बाद। तो कहीं ना कहीं ये आपको बहुत ज्यादा इंटरनली मोटिवेट करता है, खुश करता है कि नहीं, मैं बहुत ज्यादा अच्छा परफॉर्म कर रहा हूं। तो ये आजकल बहुत कॉमन ट्रेंड है, और कहीं ना कहीं मेरा सिर्फ एक ही मानना है, चाहे आपके पास एक्सटर्नल मोटिवेटर हो, चाहे इंटरनल मोटिवेटर हो, द की पॉइंट इज टू डू बी एक्टिव, टू बी फिजिकली फिट एंड हेल्दी। तो उसमें ये कहीं ना कहीं बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट रोल आजकल प्ले कर रहे हैं, एंड आई फील इट कि दिस इज राइट ऑल्सो। बट डेफिनेटली देर इज अ नेगेटिव पॉइंट ऑल्सो, कि अगर मैं कहूं कि अगर उसको आप इतना ज्यादा फ्रीक होके अपने माइंड पे सेट कर लें कि वो आपको एक नेगेटिव साइड में लेके जाए, कि आप सारा टाइम वो सोचते रहें कि नहीं नहीं नहीं, मुझे अभी भी फिटनेस फिटनेस फिटनेस, और कहीं वो आपको इंजरी क्रिएट ना कर दे, उस चीज का थोड़ा ध्यान रखना जरूरी है। और कहीं ना कहीं ये मेरे लिए एक पॉजिटिव चीजें हैं कि लोग कैसे भी करके अपने आप को हेल्दी रखें, वो सबसे ज्यादा बेस्ट है।
Great, wonderful, excellent. Thank you so much, Dr. Varun. Very valid insights. And, right, you brought the point forward of, the apps and gadgets, and different kind of devices that people can wear. Today, artificial intelligence is, changing the landscape in many ways.
Right.
And as you all know, Jiten is our, tech expert. So, let's get to know from Jiten, because he's not only a health hero for us, he's also a tech expert who has been, keeping a close watch on all these things. So, Jiten, from your own personal story and understanding both, what is, according to you, is trending, and what kind of devices, gadgets, and what kind of AI tools really help you a lot? We would like to know from you.
So basically, this will help you. Initially, the motivation helps. No watch or no app or no AI can help you at. Like, so once you got motivated, then these gadgets actually helps you, and this makes a key difference. Basically, whatever your goal settings are for another year, or for another 5 years. So I'll give you a small example so that people can understand in a better way. So if you come to the watch, so there are many watches available in the market right now, ranging from 2,000 to 1 lakh kind of scenarios, and that will gives you a very good insight. So how much calorie burn you have, and in the day, how much standing hours you've been into, how much water intake, what's your oxygen level in that, what's your sleep analysis, which is I think nobody talks about the sleep nowadays. Everyone wants to be fit, but nobody wants to talk about the sleep. Right. So sleep, I think that sleep makes a 20 to 25% of role in your weight loss journey, or any journey which is referring to your health journey, basically. And these gadgets, which is wearable gadgets like the ring that you can wear it in a finger, either it's a wearable device on your wrist, or either it's a glucose meter which you can, put it on your backside of the backside of the hand, which gives you a very good insights of what you have to eat and at what time you have to eat. That this will gives you the insight of, if you have a aloo ka paratha in the morning, right? So potato has lots of carbohydrates in it. Okay, so how much glucose level it shoot is up for you, because it may be different for me, different for you, and it may be different for Varun also. So that analysis actually helps you out to what to eat, what not to eat, because in any health journey, out of 100%, 70% is the food basically. Nobody can reject that because food makes you what you are right now. Either you do exercise, light exercise, heavy exercise, mobility kind of, but the food is the one who decided your journey, how much you're gonna achieve, basically. So yeah, so these wearable devices kind of other thing, and the second most thing which you talked about is the artificial intelligence. Yes, artificial intelligence can really help you out in lots of sense. Basically, the first sense, there are lots of apps available in the market right now. So as I said, so if you put the data into these app, as Varun said, so they will give you a better analysis what you do, what you not to do. But my first suggestion is, people basically before jumping into these apps, because these apps will not only tell you the exercises, they will also tell you the diet plan. Either you are vegetarian or a non-vegetarian, but it also depends upon basically what's your, body type, which is the BMI, and what's your internal things going on. So I'll first recommend what I do. Basically, I can tell you my story. So in every first or second week of January, I do a blood test, a full blood test, blood checkup, which gives me of insight. So what is in deficiency I am in, what kind of food I can take, because these apps will also recommend you the food habits. So if you, without any checking of your body type or what is happening inside, you take these foods, it will not help you out for a longer run. So I suggest that before going into these apps, go for a full body checkup. And as Varun said, BMI will also help you out. But once you've done the body check, you know what's inside. This will be a miracle for you. These AI apps, basically.
Okay, great. Any specific app, anything you'd like to share, suggest people worked for you?
So there are 2, 3 apps which helps me in my, so for exercises, because I do a lot of strength training and mobility. FitMusk is the one, and second thing, when it related to the food, so there is a AI app which is recently jumped up in last 1 year. So what you do, so whatever you are eating in any part of the world, you just have to take the picture of that photo and put it into the app, and in 3 seconds it will give you the insights, not 100%, but accuracy is 90%. How much calorie intake is in that food, how much protein is there, how much fiber is there, how much vitamins is there, how much this and that in there. So that app is called as CLAT AI app, and I'll put it on the chat box also.
Yeah, please, please, please. Is it on open platform?
Yeah, it's open platform. Yeah. So
Okay.
you can download the app either on Android or Apple phone. You just have to open the app, click the picture. So there is a camera option over there. Just click the picture, upload it. It will take 3 seconds to calculate the whole thing, and it will give you a 90% kind of accuracy, which is like too good.
Wow.
And
Excellent.
in any part of the world, it doesn't ask you from which nationality you are in, or either you're vegetarian or it doesn't matter. You just click the picture and upload it. That's it.
Wonderful. This
Mm.
discussion is getting so, inspiring, so contagious. Feels like, you don't get, feel tired at all. I feel like, going on, asking questions, but then understanding that we are running really short of time. So, bringing this, to the final halt with a question is to each one, both of you. Now, you got to give a 5-point mantra to the audience. Jiten, yours, and Dr. Varun, yours. So let's start with Dr. Varun. What is your 5-point fitness
So,
mantra?
according to me, the first point is the consistency.
Okay.
So, as I've told you, consistency is the important thing, and then it should be there in your mind and your heart. And you be persistent no matter whatever the situation is, but you do it at least 5 times a week, exercises or any kind of activities which makes you healthy. That's the first thing. Then second thing is hydration is very much important. So taking a lot of fluids in the form of already mentioned your smoothies, water, anything else which can really help you a lot. That's the second thing. Then third thing is embrace challenges. So you set certain goals and challenges while performing the fitness exercises or fitness regime. So when you set a little bit small challenges, and you are able to achieve in like next 15 days, 20 days, or maybe like after a month, then you be happy and share those things with your friends and your family. They'll be able to support you, motivate you that you have received something and you have just got that goal done. That's the important thing. Next is eating right thing, eating right habits of having a good amount of fruits and green leafy vegetables. That makes your life really really good. And water and making combination of these things will really really affect your body, and you will be much more active and healthy. These are the 4 points. And when we just talk about like the things, then we have to set some realistic goals also. People do make the goals like we have to lose like 10 kg of weight in about a month, so which is really unrealistic. So as Jiten has said, like 500 gram. So his motivation is different, and role again the situation is different in case of Jiten. But somebody else can think that they have to lose 2 kg, 5 kg, 10 kg. But after when they see the weight is not getting lost, that does not mean that you are not getting the weight loss done, but you are physically getting much more active. So you just be happy that at least you are getting fitter, and you are just having your body which is much more mobile than before, and you are able to do the things which you were not doing earlier, and now it's in a much way better. Then you again reset your goals, which is like probably like when earlier it was 5 kg, now you set for 1 kg. So when you're able to achieve, just be happy about it, then enjoy that moment, celebrate those moments, and then go ahead. So these are the 5 key points which according to me one should apply in their life.
Great, wonderful, fantastic tips. And what I'm understanding from what you're saying is you need to keep on giving yourself reasons to feel better, feel
Yeah,
better about
definitely,
yourself.
definitely,
Yeah,
definitely.
wonderful. And that all can come through hydration. You said 1 point, keeping yourself fit, going for a walk, getting a good diet, and setting reasonable goals, which you feel like, as an achiever.
So I would like to add one more thing. So what happens? So these things seems to be a little different. So just always compare these points with your realistic life things. For example, you want to travel with your family or alone. So mujhe jana hai, like for example, Manali, or I have to go to Mauritius, or I have to go to US. So आप internally motivated रहते हैं कि नहीं मुझे ये करना है. सो सिमिलरली जो मोटिवेशन आपका घूमने को लेकर के है, या अपने काम को लेकर के है, या आपको कोई और गोल्स भी लाइफ में होंगे, तो आप सोचिए जब वो लाइफ आपके लिए इतने इंपॉर्टेंट है और आप उनके लिए बहुत खुश महसूस करते हैं, एंड यू टेक इट वेरी सीरियसली. So now this thing which is your right health is important in your life has to be taken a step ahead, and or either at a equal level जो आप बाकी सब चीजें सोचते हैं, तो उसको भी आपको कहीं ना कहीं आगे लेके जाना पड़ेगा. एंड आप महसूस करेंगे कि बाकी सब चीजें जो आप कर रहे हैं वो हेल्थ के साथ आप बहुत अच्छे से एंजॉय कर सकते हैं और बहुत खुश रहेंगे.
Wonderful, excellent. So in one line we could say with what Dr. Varun is saying, is explained so well, is give your health prime spot in your life.
Right.
Wonderful, excellent. So over to you, Jiten. Would love to know your 5-point fitness mantra for everyone.
Basically, to setting up any goal, either professionally or personally or health-wise, you have to be firstly work on your mental fitness. So if you say that right now I'm 100% mentally fit, I can't say that, and no one can say that, right? There is some kind of improvement that you can bring on, or a new doors you can open, which is related to your mental health, which nobody knows about until unless you get into it, right? And there is always a possibility to get into a better mental health. So have to be my mantra is to be firstly mentally fit. Then whatever your goal, either related to personal or professional or health wise, you can achieve it flawlessly. Second thing is give up on some eating habits. So I know I have some basic problems related to eating, and Sharad, I think you also have some eating habit things which we discussed earlier. So I think you love chola bhatura, right? So
Yeah, I've given up fully.
So that's what I'm saying. It will give you a mental, peace if you give it on it. Maybe it will get you a troll for first 7 days or 10 days. If somebody is eating in front of you, it will pinch you. But once you give up, you will be mentally strong. So how do you
Yes.
say कि भाई मुझे mentally strong होना है? तो मेंटली स्ट्रांग होना किसी चीज को अचीव करना नहीं है, किसी चीज को गिव अप करना भी है, विच इज ऑलरेडी एग्जिस्टिंग इन योर लाइफ.
Yes.
Right. So for that, you have to be give up on one eating habit or one bad habit that you are occurring. Maybe for someone else, it's like a tobacco eating or smoking. You can
Yes.
give it on, but slowly and gradually.
Yes.
Right. And the third thing is, additionally, you have to increase or you can add up a one active hobby, either related to walking, either related to go for a trekking, because nowadays the weather is good. You can go for a treks in the sun. You can go for a walk 2 p.m. in the afternoon or 4 p.m. in the afternoon. You don't have to get up early in the morning. So just include one active habit, which is related to some kind of hobby which interests you over the period of time, and you'll get the like-minded people. And the third thing is to be more educated about your health goal and your fitness goals. So just start learning, just start reading about it basically. So you think that there are 100 books available on 100 platforms. So what suits you? A Hindi book suits you, English book suits you, or a small book you can start with. Just understand the human anatomy, how it works basically. Because until and unless you don't know how the human anatomy works, this perception of having healthy life and happy life will not go on for a longer run basically. So for understanding the human anatomy, there are lots of platforms which gives you insight. There are a lot of books which is a good books available in the market. You can learn from that. And last, which I talked in the first priority is, to get focus on your sleep basically. So you can take help from any part of the gadget. So for your sleep analysis, or you can see why I'm not able to sleep. Just read about it. What are the things? Just give up on some of the habit which is related to your phone, viewing shape of your phone. Just give up on some time limits for your social media browsing or Instagram or Facebook, because that is the most harmful factor for your sleep interest basically. So once you give up on that, you just have less viewing hours on your phone. That will help you. Maybe for someone else, it will help differently, but you have to crack your code to sleep well, basically. So these are like my 5 mantras for fitness.
Excellent. So both of you, shared wonderful experiences from your own journey also, and you gave, wonderful advice to the audience. And we have certain questions with us also. I know time is a constraint, but then I don't have enough words to thank both of you for sparing this precious time from your routine. And Jiten, many of you may not be aware, apart from being a tech expert, apart from being a fitness enthusiast, he is a venture fund manager in a big venture capitalist firm. So he has his hands full in many respects. Apart from that, he contributes a lot of his good time to crack the wellness code. So cheers, and thank you so much, Jiten, for making it up on a short notice. And Varun, you've been awesome, with whatever knowledge that you shared, related to fitness and everything, and the kind of orientation, in spite of being a very dedicated to your own field, your understanding of the entire spectrum of knowledge related to and how to help people out, that is amazing. So thank you so much. It's been amazing. So some questions that I'm having here, I want to put this question. There's question by Richard D'Souza. So he's asking a question that why some doctors tell you not to exercise when your heart is little weak. If you have weak muscles and don't do exercise, then it will lead to more weaker muscles and more deterioration of your heart muscles. What is your advice for such people? Varun, what would you like to say?
So there are like two kind of situations, when the doctor suggests you, your heart is weak. So either you have got some myopathy, which is kind of, deteriorating your health. So in that situation, definitely the doctor advises you not do the exercises. But definitely there are some exercises which are called as submaximal exercises. Submaximal exercises are like, the exercises where you start doing the exercises in very smoother way, and your heart rate does not comes or increases up to that level which creates a harm to you. For example, like, if we are just doing the exercises, so doctor says, you cannot do the exercises because, heart will become weak. So aapka respiratory system, your breathing should not go, it should not increase in heart rate. So for example, if we are just raising our shoulder, so you just do 2 repetition and relax yourself. So definitely this will not create any kind of harm to your heart, because doing 2 repetition and then you're relaxing, So your heart rate and the respiratory rate has not increased. So it will definitely not cause. But if you do it 10 times and then you do like this, so you are increasing pressure, as in like your cardiac output more, the heart is contracting more, the contractility is more. So definitely in that myopathy case or the situation, so it may cause harm. So do submaximal exercises where your respiratory rate and the heart rate does not go up, and you just relax in between. You should have a take regular deep breaths, relax yourself. So, and definitely you can consult the same thing with your doctor. So your doctor, according to me, will not say no for some maximal exercises. That's the first thing. Second thing, if your doctor says it's not a myopathy condition, so in that situation also again recommend the same things, and you see yourself that you should not get fatigued. So it is here very much important is getting fatigue create a negative impact on your heart health.
So,
So
Varun, good, valid point you brought in. The kind of exercises one can do. What if someone is an open heart surgery patient, has been
So
already
definitely,
operated?
it is always recommended for an open heart surgery that they have to do walk. So that's the first thing the doctor suggested. Like, after the open heart surgery, like again, setting small goals, you start walking 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And we do recommend that person to go for 30 minutes, 45 minutes walk. And it is very much important for that person to do exercises and walk. So we never say no to that person. We always recommend that slowly and gradually build up your level up to that thing, so that again your heart will not block, your arteries will not block, and you will achieve a level where you can do. Yeah, definitely we will not tell them to go for proper running and jogging, because again you can do those things also, but it is a gradual process. For example, after 6 months or a year, your body tells you like you can do it. So there is no harm, you can do it. It does not matter even if you have got a bypass surgery. But if you develop your body like that, so your physical level, your fitness level develops like that, so definitely you can do anything. You can go for hiking and all those things, but it is a level which is going slowly and gradually up. You consult to your doctor, your fitness trainer, your physiotherapist. So according to me, it's good to go for every bypass patient. And definitely the initial basic step is to have walk and some basic exercise.
Great, wonderful. So, in case someone to contact you, Varun, to get that help, so what would be the best way to reach you?
So either phone, WhatsApp, or direct call. So both ways they can just get in connected.
Okay, so would it be fine to share your numbers
Yeah,
here?
sure. You can do that, sir.
Okay. I'll be putting that in a while, and so it's actually time for us to get to a close. Thanks to wonderful experts for sparing their time for us. It's
Thank you.
time for us to deliver a vote of thanks. I would request Wing Commander VK Kala, our Managing Director, to deliver the vote of thanks and talk about our future programs also.
Thanks, Sharad. Thanks so much for conducting the session so well. And thanks to both our experts
Thank
for,
you.
bringing out things in such a nice and simple way. And I'm sure our, users our viewers today have enjoyed the session. I'll just share my screen. Is my screen visible?
Yes. No.
Yes. Now,
Give me a minute.
we need to expand fully. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Are we okay?
Yes.
So thanks a lot for joining in today. Key learnings when I look at what we heard today is first thing we came across that start by assessing yourself. As we say, crack your own wellness code. So before cracking a code, we need to find out what the code is. So start by assessing yourself, what your body type is, what does it need. Then set smart, sustainable goals. Be slow and steady. Write down your goals, because once you write down, it kind of registers in your mind. And then take help of smart wearables and AI apps to track. Because unless you track a thing, you do not know how far you have progressed. And if at all you are progressing. Then we learned to focus on basics, early to bed, early to rise. Good sleep is important. Healthy diet is so very important. Drinking enough fluids, regular exercise, and then be consistent. नियमित रूप से करना बहुत जरूरी है हमारे को कि अगर हम नियमित रूप से ढंग का हेल्दी फूड खा रहे हैं तो ठीक है, बीच बीच में गड़बड़ करते हैं तो उसका असर इतना अच्छा नहीं होता है. Next thing we learned was meditation is important for mental calmness and mental health. वो कहता है ना, सब चीजें दिमाग से शुरू होती हैं. अगर आपने ठान ली मन में कि मेरे को ये करना है तो आप करके रहते हो. उसके लिए मेंटल टफनेस इज इंपॉर्टेंट और मेडिटेशन उसमें काफी मदद करता है हमारे को. और एक दो और जो बहुत अच्छी बात है हमने आज समझी कि फाइंड लाइक माइंडेड कंपनी दैट बिलीव्स इन फिटनेस. वो अपन बचपन से सुनते आए हैं, खरबूजे को देख के खरबूजा रंग बदलता है, तो वो वाली कहावत यहाँ भी फिट होती है बिल्कुल. अंग्रेजी में बोलते हैं बर्ड्स ऑफ सेम फेदर फ्लाई टुगेदर. सो फाइंड पीपल who think similarly, who have similar objectives, because they motivate you and at times you motivate them. And one another thing that we learned was identify your health heroes and learn from him or her. उनसे हमको मोटिवेशन ये भी मिलता है कि जब ये कर सकते हैं तो हम क्यों नहीं कर सकते हैं. Moving forward, our next program is topic Decoding Ayurveda for Modern Living, session 1 by 2. So we are conducting it in 2 sessions. This will be our first session. It will be on 2nd February, 11 a.m. Our speaker will be Dr. Devika Deshmukh. She's a young Ayurveda expert who has lived and worked in US and now working in India. These are 2 interesting sessions. Please do join us in both these sessions. Then this time we are reading 2 book recommendations. These are by our advisors. One is by our strategic advisor, Mr. Sanjay Runwal. The title is How to Live Life, SBOP Living for Life After 55-60. It redefines retirement as an opportunity for growth, fulfillment, and purpose, guided by what he calls systematic blowout plan. Then, through his retire, rewire, refire philosophy, he proposes that retirees should prioritize self-fulfillment by exploring passions, securing their future with sound planning and wellness, and creating a legacy by giving back with empathy and gratitude. Further, he says, rather than viewing retirement as an end, the book encourages it as a chance to lead a life enriched by personal growth and meaningful contributions, measuring success not by material wealth, but by the legacy of kindness and wisdom left behind. These are also available on Amazon. And then we have another book by our advisor, Mr. Vikram Rastogi, Secrets of Happy, Healthy, Long Life. As the name suggests, the book unveils secrets of happy, healthy, long life with focus on physical, mental, and spiritual health. It talks about importance and impact of yoga and other techniques, relevance of mantras and havans, impact of food in elimination of lifestyle diseases, use of traditional methods for improving immunity and managing lifestyle diseases like BP, diabetes, heart ailments. The book is quite useful to one and all, from school-going children to centenarians, academicians, professionals, businessmen, industrialists, housewives, and everyone. This is also available on Amazon. Go ahead and enjoy, and benefit by reading these books. We have volunteering opportunities at My Crack the Wellness Code Foundation. As you all know by now, we are now located at Leela Mansion, Rajbhavan Marg, Civil Lines, Jaipur. We provide opportunities for internship as also volunteer work. So if you are interested in wellness, you want to work with team members in India and US, you want to contribute to societal welfare, you want to share your wellness story, do call 9511540335 or write to us at info@indiamycwc.org. We would like to thank our partners. We have strategic knowledge partners in IHMR and IS universities, community partners in JCF, MFJCF, and Jewelers Association Jaipur. Thank our advisors, IC Agarwal Saab, Mr. Kamal Setia, Mr. Vikram Karnawat, and Mr. Vikram Rastogi for advising us from time to time. We thank our team of doctors, Dr. Sudhir Bhandari, Dr. Sheila Nambiar, Dr. Sunil Jain, Dr. Rashmi Jain, and Dr. Chavi Mehra. We thank our pro bono partners, Global Answers, Mr. Sandeep Bansiwal, Pratik Jain, and Surendra Shah Saab. Thank our ambassadors for taking our message far and wide. Mahir Pratap Sharma ji, Neeta Buchra ji. Thanks to the management team that works day in and day out to bring this, programs for us. Mr. Naren Bakshi, our founder, chairperson, and fountainhead of the whole program. Me, Vinkamada V. Kekala. Then Mr. Vijay Mehra, our director. Dr. Sanjay Runwal, our strategy advisor. Mr. Jyotendra Gautam, whom we also are today as a health hero. Then Dr. Sharad Kamra. He's another health hero that we have heard in the past. Dr. Gargi Gopesh, project director. Mr. Umardeen, who takes care of facilities. Suman Parikji, she's our field coordinator. And Mr. Mohammad Azharuddin, who's taken care of all motion graphic and also helps us in design these. Thank you, team, for bringing all these programs for all of us. One mantra to remember, as I said, I've been saying so far, we used to hear we are what we eat. New mantra to remember is, and this we heard today also, that how important is food for us. We are what we eat, but equally important, what we metabolize. Because you may eat something, but if you are not able to metabolize, it comes out as a waste. Next is absorbing and then detoxing. These are all equally important. You can follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Our handles are there. They're all given here. So please, follow us and support us. Once again, our next program, Decoding Ayurveda for Modern Living. This will be session 1 of 2 sessions. It will be on 2nd February 2025. Time will be 11 a.m. Speaker is young and vivacious Dr. Devika Deshmukh. Once again, I'll thank Sharad Kamra for conducting the program so well, and our 2 speakers, Dr. Varun Pratap and our team member. Thank you so much. So from behalf of Micro to the Wellness Code Foundation, I take your leave. For further information, you can call us on 917399951157 or follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or LinkedIn. Thank you so much once again, everyone, for joining in. And thanks again, all the speaker, for making this program so wonderful and useful. Thank you.